Hey, this is Nick Nilsson, Mad Scientist of Muscle, and what we've got for you today here is a fantastic abductor exercise, Gluteus Medius and Gluteus Minimus. This is done using a decline bench and a bumper plate. Now, I got the basic idea of this one from Brett Gutierrez, who posted a clamshell exercise, basically balancing a plate on the outside of your foot as you're coming up into that position, like almost like an X position. What I've done here is actually take that concept of the plate balancing on the outside of the foot and basically made a stretch exercise and a contraction exercise out of it. So what you're going to do here is very simple. You're going to lay on your side with your hip resting on this decline bench, just like so. You're going to hold this bumper plate right here, just kind of grip under the lip very lightly with your fingers. You don't want to actually add any help to this one. So get in position, lie on your side, and now the fun begins. Hold this here and then bring that right in front. Feel that stretch and then come up and back. So the real power of this exercise is this stretch position. So that's going to put a monster stretch on the gluteus medius and minimus because you're actually crossing the midline of your body, which is something you can't do normally with free weights, but you can do it with pardon me a moment. With cable exercises. So you want to keep your knee bent so that you can reach that plate to keep it in place. You can do it without the grip, but what could potentially happen is that. So with that one, we're not trying to turn it into a balancing act, we're trying to work the gluteus medius and minimus. So to do that, you want to keep those fingers under the plate. Now, I'm using a 25-pound plate for this. I'm going to come at you from the side here so you can see what that looks like head on. So, again, decline bench, hip probably about halfway up the bench, knee bent. Rest that plate here and keep those fingers on there. So set your hands however you feel comfortable. This is going to come over and across. You want to try and keep your hips basically straight up and down. You're not rotating like this. You want all that stretch to come right through the gluteus medius and minimus. So get that. Raise it up and back. This is not unpainful. So get that. Now, I'll just kind of show you without the plate here so you can get a better idea. Foot here, hand here. You can see the hips are staying like that. The hip is going down and stretching across. So, yeah, pardon me as I fall off the bench. User error, that's not the exercise's fault. So, again, when you're doing this exercise, the real power of this one is when you bring that leg across, like so, under resistance and up and back. Now, bumper plate, you could potentially hold a kettlebell on here, you could hold a dumbbell on here. I find the bumper plate to be really good because it puts that load kind of more evenly distributed over the lower leg. If you have ankle weights, that's another great option for this. The real key for this one is keep those hips like that, get that stretch up and over. So it looks like a really good hip stretch. And it is a good hip stretch. You're hitting a good stretch on those glute medius and glute minimus muscles, and then you're putting load on it. So give this one a shot. Decline bench, bumper plate, you're good to go.